What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be talking a bit about the new essential guide to alien species. If you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing for more videos on Star Wars books, comics, TV shows, it all, and news as well when news comes out. So yeah, and without further ado, let's get to the topic. Now, this book, it's a pretty good book for telling you about various species. It does not have every single species from Star Wars, because obviously the book came out in the mid-2000s, and obviously there's been new species and stuff, but also there's just too many species for a single book that isn't that big to contain and hold so many. So but obviously all the main ones, like if it's in a movie, it'll get talked about in the book. So, but one of the most notable species that is not in the book is the Selkath species that you see in KOTOR. Honestly, this is kind of a shame. They're a really cool species, and that's a shame. There are other examples, other species, but again, like, I'm not that familiar. I'd have to spend time and dig them. But yeah, so the book basically, it just goes over the species, alphabetical order, A to Z. And then towards the end of the book, there's it goes over a bunch of other lesser species, I guess, that aren't as important. And they just have maybe about a paragraph or two kind of write up on each species. So, yeah. One thing that I don't like is this contains both sentient species and then I don't know, I guess you would call them just more beasts, like a dewback. So you have sentient species, like Wookiees and Geonosians and stuff like that, with dewbacks. And in my opinion, it should have just been sentient species, so we could cover. And then maybe you do a book on the sentient alien species, and then you do another book on the non-sentient alien species. If that's how I would have done it, because it's a pretty cool book. It's I would recommend purchasing it if you're a big fan of aliens from Star Wars. It more than likely has your favorite species, unless obviously you're a little more obscure in your favorite alien species in Star Wars. So, but yeah, more than likely it has at least some that you're familiar with. But yeah, so it really is a shame that it's not a comprehensive list, because really with this book they could have done a few volumes if they had to, and that way you cover all of the species. But obviously something like that gets out of date pretty quickly, because all it takes is, once those books are published, that literally a month after they're published, some book or comic or whatever could come out and have a new alien species. But obviously you would just do another printing of them a few years later when you have a decent amount of new aliens to draw from. So lots of cool aliens to do. Yeah, and obviously I use this book for the videos I make on the species. So it's a valuable resource for those videos. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting little look through. And yeah, so I'd recommend anybody interested in it to get it. I think it's a cool little look through. Well, what did you think of this? What's your thoughts on this book if you have it? And what is your favorite alien species in Star Wars? You can let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.